DoorDash was running a $3 bonus tonight, but instead of small orders, it kept sending me $20+ offers over and over again. Was this actually as good as it looked, or would the momentum slow down? Let's break down this shift.
So I scheduled basically the entire day. We have $3 peak pay, I think for like a good 2 hours. Like, we're set with $3 peak pay. That is pretty high peak pay. And then it just drops down to $2.50. Like all night. Like $2.50 is still super high. So I was declining. I got some pretty decent offers, right? Like, I got $16 for 5.5 miles. The parking garage says full. I'm gonna pretend like I don't believe it.
Please scan your ticket or scan your monthly card.
If we have to park, if I have to squeeze myself somewhere, we will. Because I'm picking up back here. Now, what am I picking up? Let me show you. I was declining, and I got this one. Oh, there's someone leaving right there. Ooh. They're a little bit farther away from the Chipotle, but I can walk, right? I think Chipotle is like really far down there. I'll walk, because I don't know how much parking there is. I'll bring you along, okay? $19.10. It's a stack for just 1.8 miles. 19 for 1.8 miles is insane, because it keeps me in an incredible zone here in Pittsburgh. That is a fantastic way to start off a high-paying Valentine's Day edition shift. So the first Chipotle delivery done, right down the road, a couple of blocks away. Very nice. And then I got an add-on for the Shake Shack. And the Shake Shack was very good at $9.60 for 1.1 miles. Very nice. I just delivered that one across the street from the first hotel that was right down the road. And then I got another offer. I don't know, it says it's an add-on. I mean, technically it is, because I have yet to deliver the second Chipotle. Plus $11.85 for 3.6 miles, quoted for about 30 minutes at Moonlit Burgers. You know, I really want to be aggressive today, because I feel like it's going to be that kind of night. But for like $11.80, 3-point-some miles, still, you know, very good. So in seemingly such a short amount of time, I've already delivered 2. I have a third, and then I just got a 4th offer. Okay, so I was basically there, the Moonlit Burgers, and I was delivering to a dorm building or whatever this is right next to it. Kind of funny. I'm thinking, like, I'm already here? But you'll have that. I mean, you want that. That's ideal. I was delivering right to this building, and I'm parked right there. Now, I just got another offer. Here, I'll put it up right now. Caliente pizza, I think. Really good pay. And I told you, this is what it's going to be like tonight. It's just going to be non-stop. So now I still have 2, right? What, Shake Shack and Caliente? All right, another pickup complete right there at Taste of India, right across the street from that children's hospital. I'll throw up the order right now, because I don't think I told you about the offer yet. It's like $22+, short on miles, and the other pickup's down there at Friendship Beer Distributor. So Ando's ready instantly. So we had the pickup ready. We'll go down here to Friendship Beer Distributor. It's gonna be ready. It's a beer spot. They just gotta pull the stuff. This has been so much non-stop time. If you are watching live, hey guys, I haven't really had a ton of time to talk to you, but I still want you to join live. So, you know, tap that notification bell so you can see when I go live. This has only been an hour too. That's the crazy part. It's only been like an hour. Well, it's been a minute, hasn't it? You know, I've done a few deliveries here, a few stacks, and I'm out of the zone, as you can see here. So I had to navigate back into the zone. You don't have to go back into the center of the zone. Like, it'll navigate you to basically the center. You don't got to do that. You just got to get back into the zone. Once you start particularly getting close, or once you cross back into the zone, they're going to be sending you offers. And that's what they were doing here. So I think this was the first offer they sent me, basically, and it's quite good. This is $27.70 for 9 miles. 27 bucks on this stack right here. And I think it's quoted to take about 40 some minutes. Now, of course, you can see this is taking me out of DoorDash's zone. And today I kind of do want to stay on DoorDash because we have that peak pay. But I figured, listen, I mean, this one took me out of the zone a little bit, but I got this offer. So even if this one, it's taking me out of the zone, it's been so busy, 27 bucks cash flow. Even if I'm commuting back in for 3 miles or something, time, mileage, pay, this is a good stack. What do you think though? Could I have been even more aggressive on this one, which is crazy to say, but like you've seen how busy it is. $27.70 for 9 miles. Could I have maybe tried to get something that kept me in the zone that was still a similar margin? What do you think?
I feel like a lot of what I'm doing is talking to you mid-walk because there's no parking down here. This is what I was telling the live. Like, you kind of have to know your marketplace and where you can park and not park safely. There's no way for me to safely park anywhere in front of that spot. It's completely impeding traffic. There's not even a shoulder. But I knew I could park behind the building. So just keep that in mind. I do not want you to A, get a ticket, be impeding traffic and all that stuff. But it was ready immediately, which is fantastic. And you're gonna see this nice scenery that we're walking through, right? I will say, we haven't had a lot of wait time, huh? That's actually a pretty good thing. I don't know if that's luck, you know? Or just the app optimization, you know, with the dispatch algorithm. But regardless, I'm happy about that.
All right, delivery done. I know it's been a minute. It's been stack after stack. Frankly, I'm getting a little confused on which stack we're on. It's just all stacked offers, which is a good thing. Now again, I'm out of position here. What do we want? And I was actually talking to the live chat about this. What do you want when you're out of position in your marketplace? You know, what we teach you here. A positioning offer. A positioning offer takes you from where you like don't really want to be back into a better zone. And at least it pays you. It doesn't have to be the most insane pay, but at least it pays you to get back into that zone versus just having empty miles. All right. Take a look at what I just got on a positioning offer, bringing me right back towards the city, not fully, but pretty much, like pretty close. $19.60 for 6.6 miles. Not on a stack, on a single offer. A single offer, $19.60 for 6.6. And it's insane. It's quoted to only take like 25 minutes and it's headed back towards where I want to be. That is an insane, really one of the best positioning offers that I've gotten in recent memory. So I'm gonna leave that hotel. It was handed to me. The room said non-smoking, but when they opened the door, it reeked of cigarettes. Hey, I'm just a delivery driver, you know. I didn't smell anything. Here's your food. And it was very backroom-esque. It was a long hallway, a little dim, and just the room doors. Okay, but hey, I'm just here to deliver the Pizza Hut, and now we're off to a single offer for $19+. So that was probably some of the easiest, like 19 bucks that I've gotten on a single offer in a minute. The place was packed, but you know, I got the attention of the staff, it was ready, and we made that contactless delivery. And then I got this one, carrying the theme of stacked orders tonight on DoorDash. Because remember, we're just riding this peak pay tonight on Valentine's. So $23.17 for 7.9 miles, quoted for like, what is that, 40 minutes or so? Is this luck or is this skill, right? Why am I getting $19 singles, $23 stacks? We talk about knowing when to drive. Yeah, Thursday through Sunday, 4 to 9 p.m. or something. And then with peak pay, with bonus pay, it's a bonus. Now combine all of that, a good day, Saturday, a good time in a busy marketplace here in Pittsburgh, combined with Valentine's Day, because not everyone's gonna go out for Valentine's Day. That is why we're getting these offers. Look at that view. You see that? You see that fine establishment right there? Nice clear picture. It's a Taco Bell. right? So I finished what? I think I finished around here. I wanted some food. So I drove 6 minutes here, which I typically don't do, but I hadn't eaten and I'm driving for a little bit longer today. So get this, and I'm about to go online in like a minute or so I'm gonna make it quick. So I get to the drive-thru and I order 2 burritos, quesarito and a 5-layer beefy burrito, and they tell me they don't have any beef. So they're out of beef for the rest of the nights. And then I get a chicken quesarito, and then when I pull up to the other window, they said it's gonna be 3 minutes on the chicken. My live chat's waiting here, so I got the other one for steak. They told me that chicken was cool, but then they're like, oh, actually it's gonna be 3 or 4 minutes for chicken. It's fine, they were very nice. They were very nice. But I didn't wanna wait, so I'm like, that's all good, just make both steak. Why are you telling me this, Mike? It's because the car behind me, it's a Kia Soul. And you know how like drive-thrus have that it's a little curb, like you can't leave the drive-thru. You're in there and there's a little curb and there's land. There's like an island median to our right and the building to our left. This Kia Soul starts to turn to the right towards the curb and they start to go over the island a little bit. Granted, there's like 4 feet of grass to try to get around me. I see them doing this. I'm like, what are they doing? And then they back up. They go forward back towards the line. And granted, they're right behind me. And they open their window and they say, excuse me, I'm trying to get around you. Not even as condescending as I sounded. They just sounded like, I don't know what they were. They didn't sound impaired. They didn't sound really mad. They just sounded like, oh, just move. And I'm thinking like, I have to end the dash because the pause stopped, but let's go back online here. Let me go back online. I'm looking at the worker. We're both looking at each other like, what? I can't just move. I was thinking like, oh, they have an emergency or something's happening. Luckily, 5 seconds after that, I get my food. I'm like, all right. And then they just leave. They don't peel out of here. They just leave. Like I'm supposed to get back in line because they need to pass me for whatever reason, because maybe they found out they didn't have any beef. And then because of that, the workers forgot my drink because there's this person beeping and they were trying to pass. So I went back around and I got the drink. So, me and the live here had a little food review of a substitute Taco Bell, et cetera, et cetera. You get the point. I'm done pausing. Back to dashing. So post Taco Bell break, I was dashing back into the zone and I wasn't that far away. And I got this offer. It was $10+, which is good. $10.25, 4.8 miles. So it's $2 a mile. It's quoted to take 25 minutes going back to Friendship Beer Distributor. I mean, not bad. I was wondering if I should take this, but I'm almost done anyway. $10. Some of the insane pay that we would have seen tonight is more like $15 for 25 minutes or something. But not every single entirety of every single order is going to be absolutely crazy. So I'm pretty happy with this one. I think I'm going to do one more, and hang with me. And if you got this far in the video, can you like the video? Consider subscribing, and we'll do one more and I'll go over the earnings here. So I'm sitting here in Squirrel Hill. I drove a little bit to get here because I'm like, I was in a neighborhood. I'm going to come over here to Squirrel Hill anyway. It's slowing down a bit. It's basically 11 p.m. So I went online with Uber Eats. Oh yeah, I forgot, peak pay on DoorDash, which is great, but let's go online with Uber Eats. And I declined, a few kind of upside down offers, or one-to-ones, we call it, like $1 a mile and stuff. And then I got this one. Last offer of the day, going to a different location. Taco Bell, different location. $22.06 for a stack, 44 minutes, 11.1 miles. And it's keeping me within the city. Like I gotta go home after this, but it's keeping me at least in the city. It's not pulling me like completely south or east or whatever. So, that's a great example of even when there's good bonus pay, and it's gotta depend on your marketplace, if Uber Eats is good or not, but Uber Eats has been good for me. So I was waiting on DoorDash, but why would you keep waiting? Remember,
you can multi-app and it paid off here. So let's do this. Let's go over our earnings right now. I think I did close to 30 an hour. I'm pretty sure I did close to it. I don't know. So you're looking at the earnings right now. My goal for you is 20 to 25. The payout per mile, I think we did about 250 plus. I'm not really sure. So let me know in the comments what you think about this shift. Valentine's, Saturday, 5 hours, insane peak pay. Frankly, I might have been closer to $3 a mile because of some of that bonus pay. So whether you're watching live, whether you're watching in the video here, thank you for watching. Like this video on your way out, and let me know in the comments what you want to see next.